Good evening, David.
Sorry, teacher. Yes. Good evening.
How was your day?
It was fine. There was weather. It was cold, so I had flu.
Oh, that's here in Cochabamba, the weather it's going crazy, right? Sometimes, for example, at morning it was raining, and now it's a little bit hot, right? So we are going to continue, right? The other day we stopped the lesson in our weather. Do you remember? But then how to write a letter, right? Our cover letter. But then my coordinator told me that the point of this one, this course, it was supposed to talk about how to make our essay, for example, right? A kind of argumentative essay, a contrast and compare essay, right? So she told me that it would be better if I explain a little bit about the essay, right? That's the reason of why we didn't continue with our lesson, right? So I didn't. Yes, I told her actually. Yes, I remember that I told her that um, you asked for how to make a cover letter. She told me yes, it's okay, it's okay, but maybe it will be at the end of the course, right? So today is Friday, or on Friday. So I guess okay, it's 6:40, 14, sorry. So I don't think they're going to join to the class, right? So I want to make you a question. I don't know if you prefer to see the argumentative essay or the cover letter and continue doing it. It depends on you because I have the two one. But as I told you, my coordinator told me that it was supposed to be okay to continue with the lesson, yeah, of our argumentative essay, right? So depends on you. What do you want to see for today? The or essay you want to continue? Do you want to continue or the cover letter? How to make the cover letter?
I think we can continue with doing the essay. I think I couldn't finish my essay last class, so we can continue doing that maybe, or starting a new essay.
Okay, so maybe I was thinking maybe on finish the cover letter, right? And on no, because I have to give some the homework. Yes, we're going to continue with our um. What do you think? I was thinking making finished our argumentative essay, finish writing, and then we can continue with the cover letter because that's what you're going to need. So what do you think about that idea?
Okay, we can finish that and then continue doing. Yes, teacher.
Okay, sounds better, right? So you can enter please to classroom. You can join it. I'm already here, right? So you can continue writing. Um, yes. Um, okay. We were doing with Ruth, but we it was necessary to delete everything in her essay because there was a problem with the argumentation, with the structure, so she didn't catch it. Okay, so once you enter, okay, you are here. Okay, so I'm going to open. Oh no, yes, we have. I guess it is in the platform. Yes, it is. Okay, so then we can continue, please. If you want, okay. As I told you, this is a lesson that the lesson that you chose. It was supposed to be something that you already know. Okay, if you don't, you can Google it, right? Some information, but we're going to avoid one more time to make the plagiarism. Okay, so let's continue, please. So you have your first paragraph, cloud computing. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you're going to hear some. It's a little bit loud outside, so I'm so sorry because of that. So then, if you heard something, please, or if the volume is so loud, you can let me know, please. Okay. So cloud computing is a delivery of software, servers, storage, and databases. Cloud computing allows us to get powerful tools for working without having to buy powerful hardware. One clear example. Okay, so if you want, David, you can do it a little bit more longer, right? Why? Because as I told you, the first paragraph, okay, almost the title, with the title, we are going to catch the attention of our reader, right? So then it's going to be like you are going to give some details you already did done, okay? And then we're going to continue with uh, we can use in your first paragraph. Something that I noticed is that you didn't use any transitional word or phrase, right? So it will be better if you add some, at least at one, right? Because we need to catch the attention. Okay, we need to get the attention of our reader. I'm going to show you one, for example. Okay, give me a second. But you can continue writing until I find this. Okay, until I find mine. But of course, this is in Spanish. That's the problem. But it's just I'm going to show it in order to you can get an idea, right? So give me a second, please. Um, where is it? Oh yes, it is. Okay, give me some minutes. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, David. Let me know if you can see it, please. Okay, I mean one homework that I did. Okay, can you?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so for example, my first paragraph is a little bit longer. Okay, so first of all, I give some information, right? It consists to keep a kind of how can we say in the first paragraph we need to have a consist idea, right? But as you can see, my my detail, okay, the details that I gave is until this part. Okay, so it's a little bit longer as you can see, right? Then I started adding a transitional word, okay, until this part, okay? And here I'm giving my short opinion, a kind of introduction, right? For to let the reader know what is my point or where is my point, right? It's no, okay. This is my opinion, for example, right? So, but it's shorter, it's not longer, right? So then you can give us a little bit more details, right? Maybe how is the cloud computing now, right, nowadays? And then I'm using another transitional word or phrase in this case. We can start by okay, and then I'm continuing, okay. But in this case, I'm not using too much formal words, right? A little bit, not too much, but it depends on you, right? Then I have another paragraph, okay, another one, and I have my conclusion, right? And my conclusion, it's not a kind of summarize like we saw in contrast and compare essay, right? Because in this case, I'm giving my position, okay? I'm showing what is my position. So that's the reason of why I'm not doing that, right? So as you can see, I'm talking in first person, okay? This is very important. I'm not talking in third person, okay? I'm not making a paraphrases. I'm talking in first person from my point of view, okay? First person, okay? That's a key point. So do you have another, something that I forgot? This is my title, okay? As you can see, when you see my title, it's not about this one, okay? My topic. I'm trying with my title to get the attention, right? So that's the point of over argumentative or persuasive essay, right? Do you have any question, David? Maybe something that is not clear?
Um, no, teacher. Sorry. So the your advice is to make maybe starting with a sentence that can catch the attention, and adding that to the explanation I given on my essay.
As you can see, well, but to keep the attention, first of all, when you're going to start reading another text, right? We're not talking for 1 minute specific. You're going for example, you're going to choose something. I don't know, history, story. I don't know, right? So, what is on the newspaper? That's a good example. When you read a newspaper, what is the first thing that you read?
The title.
Yes, yes. And it depends on the title, right? If you are going to continue reading, right? Because if the title doesn't get your attention, you are not going to read it. Okay, so the first thing, the first advice that I can give you is maybe you can improve, right? Your title, something to catch the attention, right? So then I'm going to say, oh, this sounds interesting. I'm going to continue reading, okay? And then you're going to provide us some information, okay? Maybe in my text I have, I don't know, two principal ideas, right? And as you can see, I'm giving some information, okay, about what is going to be, okay, about what is the topic. Then in this part, I'm talking, I'm trying to catch the attention, right? The difference between this paragraph, okay, this part of the paragraph and this other one is that in this one, I'm giving details, I'm providing some details because there's gonna be some readers that are not going to understand the first time. Okay, so I'm going to say what is the lesson, what is the topic? I don't know. So we're going to provide some details, and then we're going to give. In this case, for example, I have only one sentence, one statement, which I'm giving my point of view, right? For example, in this case, disagree. I totally disagree about this lesson, this topic, right? But it's only a sentence, right? In this case, I'm saying that I disagree with the topic, okay, with the activity that people from Spain do, okay? But it's only one statement, right? Because you need to provide, you need to say what is going to be your point of view. For example, Wednesday, okay, with fruit. I was reading her essay, right? But didn't catch me attention. So I told her, what is your position? Okay, because she started writing, and if the structure was okay, everything was okay, but where is the attention? Okay, where is the moment that it was supposed to catch my attention? Because it was uh, it was not a complete idea. So that's the reason of what I'm telling you. Maybe you can add in one or two statements, no more, only in the first paragraph. What is your point of view? Okay. If you disagree, if you agree, okay. So we're going to pass with this. Is it clear until the first paragraph?
Yes, teacher, I think.
Okay. So in the next one, I'm using a transitional phrase. Okay. We can start by, okay. Or it can be replaced by shortly, okay. And I'm trying to give my development idea, right? I'm trying to show the dark side of the situation, right? And I'm giving more details, right? I'm trying to give more details. And then we're going to pass to the third paragraph, right? In this case, I'm supporting my idea, right? As you can read, I'm supporting my idea. This is a support idea, for example. Okay, this is a support idea. So then when you're going to write something that is very important, it's your resources, okay? For example, if you're going to admit something that's supposed to be true, for example, then where is the investigation that says that it's true, for example, or it's false, right? So then, as you can see, I'm using quotation marks if it's necessary, right? Quotation marks. And this one, I'm saying that this is not my point of view. Okay, this is only a citation. Okay, but it's not mine. Don't forget about it. And then I'm trying more. Okay, for example, here I have a question. Okay, in this part, I'm trying to. I guess this is the paragraph more, the most. How can we say um, the most hardest, right? Because in this case, I'm trying to convince to my reader to decide. I'm trying to help him or help her to decide what is in what part, in what point, okay, is he or her or she, okay. So how do I do this? Because I'm adding a question, okay. So with my question, I'm trying to put them in a situation that they're going to ask to herself, to himself, okay. I don't know who's going to read, right? I don't know if you got it. And then in my conclusion, I'm giving my point of view. Okay. I'm not using formal words, as you can see, right? But I'm doing it with respect in a respectful way. Okay. I don't know. I'm expressing my idea, but taking care about everything. Okay, because it's not a fight. Okay. Everything needs to be with some no, respectful way, right? That's necessary to have clear. Okay. But something that you have to notice is that my paragraphs are kind of longer. It's not a short one because you can express something in a short paragraph. It's impossible, right? So, for example, when I did this, I was on fire. Okay, so we are going to try to make it a little bit longer, right? And try to use keywords, okay? Try to use transitional words since the first paragraph, okay? And here I have my my parts of the argument, the parts of the argumentation. You are not going to do this. If it's necessary, if you think that it's going to be necessary, because I'm going to make you, I don't know, maybe we can put it, we can highlight your principal idea, right? Something that I used to do it, okay? It was write this, for example, because it helped me to have a kind of guide, right? Because when you write, it's normally when you lose the idea, right? So I don't know if you have any question. If you feel comfortable doing this, this is a tip that I can give you, right? Number one, number two, and number three. Argument number one, two, and three. And this is gonna help you to have a kind of guide, right? In order to have a complete idea, a complete essay, right? We have to avoid to make it a kind of a disorder, right? Do you have any question, David? Or can we continue?
No, teacher. Okay.
Okay, so let's work. Okay. So it's going to be better if you do a little bit longer, right? So then you have you already have your a little bit from all your details, right? It's a short detail, right? Then you can add your position, okay? For example, something that I recommend you is put, you can write how is cloud computing now, okay? Are people using the cloud computing, for example, okay? And then you're going to write your point, okay? If you agree or if you disagree, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, you can continue. Okay, David, in this part, imagine having servers, computers. You forgot to add the comma, right? In this part. Yes, now it's better. Thank you. You made a good use of the semicolon, right? That's the way that we have to use semicolons. Very good. Microsoft copy.
Sorry, teacher. What is the best way to say they can't afford the inversion, or I don't know how to say inversión.
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
I want to say they no pueden invertir demasiado dinero en servidores y en hardware para una compañía.
They can't afford the investment. It will be better if we use contribute, maybe. It's something like como aportar, ¿verdad? O como
No.
cuando pones dinero.
Cuando quieres comprar una sala de servidores, o sea, quieres comprar un...
Como invertir.
Sí, invertir.
Instead of saying investment, it will be better if we use only that can, we are going to delete afford, and the article V is not necessary. And instead of saying investment, we're going to say only invest. And that's going to be something like, and users that can't invest. Okay, just like that. I don't know if that was your question.
Yes, it could be.
Okay, so you told me something else, but I don't remember what was the word. A part of invest. What other word do you want to use? Como acciones, que no pueden invertir en acciones o algo así.
No, es invertir en la compra de equipos. Cuando quieres empezar un emprendimiento o una empresa, debes comprar equipos de informática. Como,
okay, so in this case, we can say it's okay. Oh, something that we are going to avoid, okay? Instead of saying can't, we're going to say cannot, okay? Because we need to do it formal, okay? And when we're using the contraction, it's only for the spoken English, cannot. Now it's better. Oh, but it is with double N and only one T, okay? Cannot. Invest in the purchase, maybe? The purchase of equipment, maybe, if you want to say equipment. Oh, instead of saying in, we're going to use the preposition in, okay? Okay, now it's better. No, cannot invest. Okay. Okay, now it's better. Is your question solved, David? Or do you need something else, maybe?
No, teacher, thank you.
Okay. In this part, we're going to, for example, have been deploying. Okay, instead of saying this, we're going to use this kind. Do you get it? We're going to change the determiner in this point. Yes. Instead of use this, we're going to use this. Yes, now it's better. This kind of service, okay. But we're going to raise the letter S, okay. This kind of service to compass, yes. Okay, but I don't know if you want to say that in plural. It sounds
Maybe
different.
yes, because it involves several services. But
I thought you were talking about one company, two companies. Okay, so
I,
Microsoft have been deploying. Yes, it's if it's a lot of, we're going to change it. Okay, it will be better this kind of services. Okay, now it's better. This kind of services because you're mentioning Google, Amazon, and Microsoft, right?
yes, but they offer several types of services, and maybe yes, maybe they can offer software like maybe an antivirus based on cloud, or maybe a database offered by Microsoft, but Microsoft offer also Office, Google Docs. Sorry, no,
Oh yes.
maybe
Oh yeah.
Office.
Oh, now
Or
I got it.
so there are.
I thought you were talking about the company, and it was only one. So I asked you if it was in plural. Okay, but it has sense, right? Been deploying this kind of services to companies. Okay, it's very good. Or do you have a question, maybe?
No, not.
Okay, you can continue, please. Users that request the purchase of hardware. Okay, so in this, in your first paragraph, I want to make you a question. What is or where is your principal idea, and what is your supporting idea or your point of view? What is your position? Because remember, when we are going to talk about argumentative essays, we're going to say our point of the situation because we're trying to convince you someone else. We're going to transmit, okay, and then we need to say our position, right? I don't know if you're finished, but I would like to know what is your principal idea that
Maybe
you're
the
going
intention.
to. Sorry.
Um, Maybe my point is to show the advantage of having of using cloud computing. Maybe.
Okay, so did you finish your details in your first paragraph?
Yes, yes, teacher.
So maybe we can add something that that is right. We're going to avoid to make the contractions, right? Because it's an essay. That is why, comma, I agree, for example, with the use of, okay, and then you can continue. But you can do it in only one statement if you want, or two statements. Or maybe you can say, how can we say in this part?
Maybe I can say that I recommend the migration from traditional hardware to cloud computing.
Okay, very good. So you can use that is why, or you can use that for this reason. I guess it sounds better if we say for this reason, right? It's more formal for this reason. Your comma, don't forget. Okay, now it's better. Okay, I recommend needs to it's with double M. Okay, recommend. Demonstration. Okay. David, can you give me please 2 minutes? I'm going to bring my charger, please.
Okay, don't worry, teacher.
Thank you. I'm going to be. Okay, David, I'm back. So, is everything okay? Firstly, the services have. Okay. Um, We're going to do that the same one. Okay, something that it's important, David, we're going to identify what is our first idea. Okay, in your paragraph number 1. What do you think, or what do you think that is going to be your principal idea? I don't know if you can hear me, David.
Yes,
Oh, my
teacher.
God. Oh,
I
okay.
was thinking about how what could be that one. Maybe I don't know. Mhm.
Okay, I guess. Let's see. Let's see. There is no principal idea, I guess. Oh, I lost your. I lost. Okay. Okay. This is in your paragraph number 1, right?
Oh, sorry. I thought it was from the introduction or the first paragraph.
Yes, I'm talking about the introduction.
Yes, I think it could be the principal idea, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Let me check, please. You can start by doing the principal idea number 2. Okay, and let's see. Let's see if your until this part is your structure. You have a good structure. Okay, it's in order. That's what I mean. Okay. Because it's not only to write, we need to see if the order is okay. Okay, but let me check. Give me a second. Okay, so something that I noticed in this part, for example, cloud computing allows us to get powerful tools for work and having to buy powerful hardware. So we need to mention, okay, we're going to mention maybe what is the advantage, right? Because in your first paragraph, instead of saying, so, for example, in mine, okay, I was telling the negative part, okay, but in this case, you're giving a positive view, okay. So you can, I guess, this is your principal idea. Well, this is actually your principal idea. Okay, so we're going to, okay, now it's better. Cloud computing noise. Okay, so instead of saying eliminates, maybe it's better compare clouds to get powerful. No, it's okay. It's okay. Cloud computing eliminates. Okay, so I want to make you a question. Do you think this is related with this one, with this statement?
Yes, teacher. I think also with these statements.
Okay, yes, because it's not a, we're making actually a kind of paraphrases, okay? Estamos parafraseando en realidad. Okay, so it's not necessary to copy like that, okay? It similar to each word by word, okay? So it's okay, it's okay. Let's pass to your second paragraph. So something that I recommend you, okay? If you don't know the order, right? We are going to write first of all, right? We're going to write our principal ideas, okay? In paragraph 1 and paragraph 2, 3, and 4, the continuous, okay? So let's identify in your second one. Firstly, the services have a lot of advantages, okay? So, okay. Decrease cost, provide security, and okay. Do you got it? Did you put your second principal idea, David?
Yes, teacher. But I'm not sure. What about the second paragraph?
Okay, we're talking about the second paragraph, right? But in your second paragraph, you need an idea too. Okay, so that's the reason why I put here principal idea paragraph number 1, principal idea paragraph number 2. Okay, so in your second paragraph, in which part or what do you think is your idea or your argument, if you want to call it like that? Okay, so let's see if there exists the coherence, right? Cloud computing eliminates the needing of buying buying hardware. Sorry, these services are cheap, easy to install and manage. Okay, instead of mention a lot of advantages, right? What about if we say the advantages of these services? What do you think about that idea, David?
Sorry, my mic was off. I think it's good. I am writing that right now.
Yes, it's better because instead of mention everyone, we can englobe, right?
Oh, there is a serenata.
It's too loud here outside. Okay, I'm in my grandma's house because it's her birthday. So I'm so sorry because it is loud. Okay, that's the reason why I'm going to be muted, and I'm going to turn it in each moment, right? So I'm so sorry because of loud, right?
Don't worry, teacher. Don't worry. It's okay.
Okay, instead of mention, for example, you said the advantages of the services are cheap, easy to install, and manage. Okay, when we're giving our idea, David, it's not necessary to mention one by one because it's going to be longer. Okay, so when you say the advantages of the service, of the services, sorry, you already mentioned, you are letting me know that there are a lot. Okay, so then it's not necessary to mention one by one. Okay, so it's going to be better if we delete those ones, right?
Maybe it's
Okay,
better to say, sorry.
sorry, what did you say?
It's better to say, sorry, we can say just there are several advantages of this kind of services, and that would be all.
Yes, yes, because that's what your paragraph talks about. Okay, so then we can delete that. Okay, now it's good. The rest of it's not necessary. There are several advantages. No, instead of saying there are several, we are going to say the several advantages of the service. It sounds better, okay? Because when you're saying there are several advantages of the services, you're going to let me know that this is not, how can I say, for example, it's not necessary, right? So you only need to give me about an idea, right? It's not necessary to say there are several advantages of the service because you're not giving an instruction, okay? Even neither an introduction, okay? So it's okay for me. It sounds better, right? If we only mention the several advantages of these services, and that's all. Okay, I don't know if you agree with my idea or what do you think?
Sorry. So it could be the that way, the several advantages of these services.
Yes,
Just
just like that,
mm,
because we're giving a short idea, right? Because then when you say several, it's plural, okay? So we already know there are too much, there are a lot of, okay? So then it's not necessarily redundant, you know? And it doesn't sound, how can I say, the point of these ideas, it's only a complete statement, a complete idea, but we have to take care about doing it larger, okay? So longer, sorry. I don't know what did I say larger. Okay, longer. So it's okay if we say the several advantages of the services. Okay. I don't know if you have any problem about it. Or what do you think?
and in this statement, we say we maybe it's like a resume of what is the paragraph talking about. Maybe
Yes,
so.
yes, yes. That's the point of the principal idea.
Okay, the point of that is to make a summary of the paragraph in
Uh,
one maybe.
yes, yes. Well, it's something like that. Okay, because for example, when we're going to say the several advantages of the services, okay, it's your idea. Okay, that's a kind of introduction of what is going to be your paragraph talking about. Okay, so it's a kind of summary. In other words, okay, it's different right? When I say principal, your principal statement and your principal idea. Because when we were doing number one, okay, in your paragraph number one, your principal idea, I told you that it's kind of paraphrases, okay? So it's not necessary to copy the words like that, like they are or they're gonna be, for example, right? So it's a kind of summarize, in other words. It's a the correct word is a paraphrases. Okay, that's a correct word, but it's almost the same. Do you get it, David?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you. You can continue with your paragraph number 3.
Teacher is okay
So,
with the third paragraph. I don't know if it's too short or is long.
okay, so I would prefer if you would do a little bit longer, right? Because it's only 2 statements. Actually, it's only 2 statements. So it's going to be better if you add I don't know, maybe 2 statements to complete statements, right? 2 clauses more, please. Let's read, okay? Additionally, users can have easy access to expertise without having to in the same way a single person can be able to manage several services. Okay, so what is your principal idea? For me, I don't know, but for me, from my point of view, I guess it's not enough. Okay, I couldn't find a principal idea because it's too short. Maybe if we express a little bit more about your third paragraph, it's going to be better. Right? Because when for example, if I'm going to make an analysis about your essay, okay, at the moment of, I'm going to have problems to find the principal idea or your supporting ideas, for example, right? So until this part, additionally, users can have easy access to the news updates without having to install them manually. Okay. In the same way, a single person can be able to manage several services from one single device. Maybe you need a support idea or maybe to support ideas. To support what, teacher? What idea? What is your idea in this paragraph, David? Can you recognize?
Maybe explain the easy way to manage of sorry, to manage the servers and the services. So I wanted to add another sentence talking about how the company that provides this service helps the user to manage databases and storage and provides its own software that makes maintenance to the servers. And so basically, it's the process of taking care of the services is automated. So the user can don't have to be careful to how to say contratar to hire. I
Yes,
want
to
to
hire topic.
yeah the person don't have to hire a specific person to manage the services. All the thing is automated.
Okay, so you're telling me that your principal idea would be how to manage, right? Several services from one single device. Okay, that's what you want to explain, right?
Yes, in
Okay,
general, that they are easy to manage.
okay. So we're going to put, okay, we're going to say that this is gonna be your principal idea. And then the details that you provide me, you can add in this paragraph. I guess it's better. Yes, it sounds great, actually, because as you can see, we have our principal idea, okay? That you don't need another person to manage one service, for example. Okay, that's not gonna be necessary because we already have I don't know, a device, a machine. Okay, so then you're not going to. It's not gonna be necessary we hire another people to do it, right? Or another person to do it. If it's only one. Okay, so then you are going to support this idea, right? I don't know, David, if you got it.
Yes, teacher. I will do it.
Thank you. So that's the way that. Okay. And in this case, we will say proceeding. Oh my goodness, the sound is so loud. I'm so sorry. I'm going to bring my headphones, please. Give me a second. Okay, David, I'm so sorry. I want to try the use of my microphone, but I don't know what happened. Can you hear me? First of all,
Yes, teacher.
okay. So I was trying to use my microphone, my headphones, but I don't know what's going on. It doesn't work. Okay. So in this part of it, when you are telling me which avoids the need of it personnel, what do you mean?
Uh, no, no, sorry. It's I. It is not it.
Oh,
TI
okay.
is technology information.
Oh, okay. So it will be the preposition for.
Or no.
Yes, which avoids
Yes.
the need of. Sorry, which avoids the need for.
Sorry, I wanted to say of and
Okay,
s. Tay.
which avoids the need for. Yeah. Yes, it sounds better actually. And even my corrector suggests to change it for instead of using of the preposition would be for. If you want to say I'm sorry, I'm going to talk in Spanish. La necesidad de personal, oh, del personal. Yes, it's okay, David. It's okay. I was trying to make it like la necesidad de personal, pero es en plural. Okay. So it's okay, David. It's okay. We're going to dismiss this one. David, instead of saying the easy manage of services, what do you think about the idea of replace the word manage instead of management? Yes, now it's better. Thank you. Because we're going to use manage, right? To like if it were a verb, okay? But management is the word, the complete word, gestión. Okay, it's not the same like if I say, for example, the manage and management. Do you get
Yes.
it?
Yes. Yes. I got it. I know.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Don't worry. So, daisy management. David, I want to make a question. Is it too loud? Is the outside? Do you hear?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
No, teacher, I understand. Sometimes it happens also to me because my neighbors are so loud. So I understand. Don't worry.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm so sorry. So then, if it's going to be your final one, don't forget the use of capitalization. Finally, in your last paragraph, okay, a part of giving some the summarize, right? You're going to add your final point, okay, your final decision, please. Or no, not a decision. Your final position.
Sorry, teacher. I want to find a reason that uh, maybe say personnel could lose their jobs and be replaced by automated systems, like it happens in the past with other professions, like maybe I know. I don't know, los contadores, por ejemplo, in the past,
Okay,
were
so what is the word? In
say
which part?
personal. Sorry.
In which part? So you're
Ah,
telling me that you can replace a word, right?
no, I wanted to explain that in the future, maybe the say personnel would be replaced by automated systems. So I want to explain that.
I didn't get it. Okay, because I didn't hear you very well. So you are telling me that you want to replace the word because you want to change it in future.
No, no, teacher. I will try to write, and you can maybe correct me. Maybe.
David, please, can you write it, please? I can hear you very well. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. Now it's okay. We're going to take the advantage. Okay. So it will be something like in the future. We're going to say TI workers will also be displaced. And then as okay, it will be something like as is the case now with many professions. We can say being replaced by a program or application created by an IT person. Okay. Oh, instead of saying personnel, we can say our staff, or we can say workers, because finally they're workers, right? In the future, okay, we're going to add the space and okay, future, yes, now it's better. In that part, oh, in that part we can say being replaced by a program, okay. Oh, yes, it will, yes, now it's better. Okay, in this part in Spanish you put siendo reemplazadas. Okay, in that part we can say being replaced by. Okay, but if you want to use which starts to be replaced, it's okay. It's okay, but it's okay. Also, if we say being replaced by. Okay, replaced by a program or application. Okay, start, start. Okay, so is that all your paragraph, David?
Yes, teacher. I think that's all.
Okay, we can add a final statement, right? Something like, in my opinion, okay, to how can we say, to finish the paragraph or the of your essay, like providing your final point, right? Because you add a kind of how can we say, a kind of summarize. Yes, okay, it's better.
Maybe it could be better that in that way I will replace that by my opinion. In that's all my opinion.
Yes, it will be better because you gave me a kind of summarize, right? Okay, let me check. Okay, very good, David. Now it's okay. Now it's okay. If you want it, you can do it a little bit longer. But if you want to finish it until that part, it's okay, right? I'm not asking you for a longer paragraph, so, right? So the several of them. Okay. Uh, we're not going to add a principal idea in number 4 because finally there's not an idea, right? It's like your point of view of the situation, your final point, your final position, for example, right? So, do you have any question, David?
No, teacher. Um, no, I don't think.
Okay, so if it's all, I guess we can finish. I would like to continue, but as you can see, the light, so there's outside so loud. So then I don't know how I'm going to do for my next class. I'm a big problem. Okay, so so I'm so sorry, David. Really, if you want to, okay, I'm going to type in Spanish, right? Tal vez si quieres reemplazar los, creo que ha sido unos 10 minutos desde que ha empezado a sonar este sonido, justamente porque es el cumple de mi abuelita, entonces pues una mala suerte justo en clases, ¿ok? Entonces, si es que quisieras reemplazar los 10 minutos, te puedo dar 10 minutos de mi tiempo otro día para continuar viendo sobre las clases, porque finalmente medio que nos hemos perjudicado accidentalmente, ¿ok? Así que el día que estés disponible me puedes hablar para reemplazar los 10 minutos que nos faltan, porque no me gustaría, sería inmoral de mi parte tal vez.
Ok, teacher, no, no se preocupe, está bien. Si prefiere, también podemos otra vez otro día alargarlo un poco. Tampoco yo tengo mucho tiempo después, digamos. Usualmente después de esta clase tengo otra clase, así que a veces es un poquito difícil. Pero está bien, no se preocupe, igual hicimos bastante avance y sí aprendí bastante.
Okay, thank you, David. So we're going to see how can we solve this part, okay? Because I wouldn't like to take it like that, okay? Because it's not professional for my part, okay? So then that's all for today, David. One more time, I'm so sorry because of the interpretation, okay? I'm going to send you the code. I'm going to launch it. Then you can do it. And the last question, if you disagree with a part, you can say yes. Si tienes alguna queja con el profesor, puedes poner que si tienes. Okay. So, do you have any question, David?
No, teacher.
Okay. Thank you, David. That's all for today. See you Monday.
Okay, bye, teacher. Good night.
Bye.